People pulling trickery, it's a circus on the street. Fakes, we see right through you, your disguise is obsolete. Don't expect these ladies to just sit and watch you plead. When you make a fool of yourself, we're the ones you gotta heed. Lies are getting thicker like a spider's tangled web. Truth is out for vengeance now, the fear you gotta shed. Ladies, bring the thunder, you should know just what we said. No more games and trickery, your facade is pretty dead. We see you now with shifty eyes, your plan to mislead. Taking down the walls you built, behind which you deceive. Pop our lives like bubbles, time for mass to take their leave. When you're acting foolish, you know we will make you grieve. Played your hand so badly, now we're on to all your tricks. Every lie you whisper, just a ghost we can't dismiss. No more time for games, now better fix what you can't fix. Cause when shadows scatter, only light can do the mix. Spooky shadows whisper, but they can't unsettle us. Fakes fall apart like paper in the rain, they turn to dust. Wool right over, but now that game's a bust. Ladies fighting back now, fear belongs to those unjust. We see you now with shifty eyes, your plan to mislead. Taking down the walls you built, behind which you deceive. Pop our lives like bubbles, time for mass to take their leave. When you're acting foolish, you know we will make you grieve.
Hello, hello. Hi, Susan. How
Hello,
are
I'm
you?
digging that tune. That's awesome.
I know, isn't it great? I always tell Carla it makes me want to jump around and dance. It's great.
I know. That's great.
Oh, surprise, everybody. It's me and Susan tonight. Miss Carla's got mom duty, so we had Susan come on and hang out with us. So how are you, Miss Susan?
I'm good. I'm not Carla, but I'm good. I'm good.
That's all right.
You know,
You're
right before the
Susan.
show, I had to deal with cat vomit, so that was very pleasant.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. So one of my cats that I adopted, he just every now and then he just decides to eat fast, and then he has like Shadow's food, and then a couple of minutes later he vomits.
It all comes back. Yeah.
And it's not on the hardwood floor, mind you. It has to be on the carpet.
Yeah.
So,
They all do that.
yeah.
My cat does it too. She gorges herself and then, lets it loose on the rug. And it's usually right in front of the door. So, like, you're half asleep and that's the first thing you step on. I love it. It's great.
Oh, it's lovely. It's
you wake up bitching.
And of course, it happened right before this. And I'm like, shout.
Yeah. And you got to clean it up because it's going to ruin the rug. So, yeah.
I know. It was crazy.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Michael. How's it going, guys?
Hi, guys.
You guys can tell that I sound a lot better than yesterday.
You did. I thought you, yeah. I needed to end the shows, Laura, because I was like, no, she is slightly declining.
I would have kept going. I
know.
Because later after that, when I got into bed and I was listening, I forgot who I was on. Oh, I think it was it was the live with Mariah and Zach and Two Ply and Brittany. And I was just laying there and hanging out, and I'm commenting, and everybody's bitching at me. You need to go to sleep. I said, yeah, I know, I know. I said, but I'm laying here listening to you guys. Hey, Al, how's it going?
I am.
The voice isn't 100% yet, but it'll get there. It will
Yeah.
get there. But otherwise, see, I know. I mean, we were just talking yesterday. So how much did you accomplish within this 24
Oh,
hours?
gee. I worked, came home, take a little cat nap, did some errands, and here I am. So not
So
much
pretty
excitement since yesterday.
cut and dry day. Let's see. I got up. I
Mhm.
was feeling fabulous when I first got up. And then I said, it's okay, but it's not going to last because I felt that way yesterday. And then
Mhm.
it just, as the day went on, it just got worse. And about noon, I'm like, yep, now I'm feeling like crap again. So, of course, then you try to lay down. And the minute you lay
Mhm.
down, you start coughing and choking. So I get ticked off. And I'm like, all right, the hell with this. I'll get up. So I ended up, cleaning out the refrigerator and doing a ton of dishes and just to keep myself going.
Yep. That's all you
And
could do.
actually, I was gonna play around with you guys. I didn't do it, but it didn't come out good. I was gonna wear a surgical mask, and I was gonna paint a pair of red lips on them. You know how hard it is
That
to
would
put
have been so funny.
lips on a surgical mask? It was really hard. So I said, "Ah, the hell with it," and I threw them on the table, and that was it.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Hey,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, okay, Michael, we'll be here. Thanks for the share. Yeah. Oh, there's Miss Carla.
Here's Carla.
How's the mom thing going, Carla? Yeah, she gets a break anyways.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's nice to get a break, and I always say I need a break too, but I like to do the videos. I like to get out and talk to everybody. I
Yeah.
don't get out much, guys, especially in the winter. So I'm so waiting for the weather to warm up and for it to dry up
Mhm.
so I can at least get out and do something.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just can't wait. I can't wait.
It's just a muddy, shitty mess. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I've been wanting to go out, and do some filming and stuff, but I like to do the cemeteries, as everybody knows.
Mhm.
They're like a swamp. So yeah, just forget it. Oh, Carla says, I went back to look up the chakra colors.
She had it right though. I believe she had it
Ah,
right.
she says she's doing okay.
Yeah.
She said, good Lord, I'm glad it wasn't a test. Oh, geez. I used to know them all by heart too. And when you don't continue the study y- or the practice, you
Mhm.
get them. Because I had notebooks full of that stuff. And
Yeah.
just, and then I just, you slack off, you're doing something else. And then you just forget about it.
Yeah.
She said I
Yeah.
had the heart. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, she said she had the heart one wrong. It's green,
Oh.
and that the crown and the head for intuition is purple, and the sacral is orange. The sexual organs. Okay.
Hmm.
Ooh, okay. Oh, figures. Somebody's messaging me. Yeah. Ryan says I want to do an investigation, but the wind is crazy and the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been raining here too.
2 days. You rained
Yeah.
yesterday and today here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, this one I do remember, Carla. The root chakra is red. That's the only one I
Mhm.
remember. Bad, because like I said, you don't pay attention. You don't, or I moved on to other things that I just didn't keep up with it. Um,
Mhm.
so you forget, and the older you get, the memory really shits the bed, guys.
Mm.
And then I have fibro frog on top of that. So I'm lucky. I know. Actually, I forgot it was Sunday today. Yikes! So that's what the hell's going on. I
Mhm.
don't know what the hell day it is. And the problem
Yeah.
is that ever since I haven't been working, when they forced me into retirement, because dates were very important with my job because I had to
Mhm.
schedule patients and,
Yep.
to come in to see me and, and I had to, record things. So you knew what the date was, you knew what the time was all the time. And ever since I've been out of work, I don't care what day it is. I don't care what time it is. So I have a tendency to forget.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody,
Mm.
like I remember somebody asked me yesterday what was I a practitioner? I think it was Mike. No, Mark that asked me. And no, it's completely opposite from from this. I'm a supervisor for an institution in Boston. And it's so different. It's like I manage up to, I would say, anywhere from 10 people to like 20. But it's so different from, and previously I was actually a veterinary technician. I was
Right.
that for about 15 years. I loved the job. Absolutely loved the job, but unfortunately the money wasn't there. So I had to switch fields.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think it depends on what doctor you work for, because if they make big bucks, usually
Yeah.
they're helped well. I
Yeah.
think Carla was a vet tech too. I could be wrong. Were you, Carla? I forgot. I think she said she was. But she says, okay. Anyway, she had to go back. It's so good. I love that. Alaz was really big in feng shui and balance. Yeah, like I said,
Mm,
I never really got into the feng shui stuff, but
hmm.
all of the chakras and basically the meditation is the stuff that I was really centered on. And then when, like I said, shit happens. And thank you, Carla. I'm glad everybody thinks I look better. Now if I could just sound better, that would be great. Unless everybody likes that raspy,
Yeah.
sickly
Yeah.
sexiness.
Yeah, Carla, I
um,
had to change careers as well because I was working actually for a private practice and it was mainly family. And I felt that they just like treated their family differently from me. So I actually left there and I actually went to another practice from there. Um, but then it was just too much on me because I was basically the surgery technician, which I anesthetized the animals. I got all the things ready, the surgical instruments. But but then it was just too much for me. And then from there, I was a groomer, and I was a dog groomer for about 5 years. But then the toll on the back and everything, especially you have like these huge dogs, and there's these stairs that go into the tub, and they just want no part of the stairs. So you had to literally like pick them up and lift them and put them in the tub. And I tell you,
exactly. Yeah.
it was the back is like it was crazy. So I had to change careers.
Yeah, my son's girlfriend does that part-time because she loves
Yeah.
animals.
Yep.
She was doing it full-time, all on her own, but again, her back started going on
Yep.
her. She's got problems with both wrists now and one elbow. So yeah, because you can't pick anything up
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's too difficult now. So now she does it part-time and on just small
Yeah,
dogs.
I used to love it. I absolutely love it because I actually went to grooming school and never go to grooming school because they teach you something completely different. So I used to
Exactly.
actually take a clipper and I used to be able to use the clipper as like actually scissoring. And I used to be pretty good.
Right.
It was
Oh, it's
fun.
big money.
I got good tips. But again, I started to feel it on my body. So, you
Yeah, it,
know,
it takes a toll.
yeah,
Because Christ sakes, she would do grooming just on the weekend, and she could make
yeah,
her week's wages
yeah,
in 2 days. I'm thinking, well, shit, man, I need to do that. But none of you, of course, you get bit or all kinds of others. I said, nah, I don't want to deal with that. And then you're
yeah.
covered in hair, and I,
I mean, I
uh,
had like 10 dogs like a day. I mean, I was making good money. I really
yeah, you
was.
do.
Yeah.
And of course, that's what helped them save up for the house that they're buying now. She's
Mm,
using all the money she put away from dog grooming.
that's awesome.
So yeah. So they have everything they need for that. Now they're just waiting for the other idiots on the other end to get their shit together so they can move in. How's it going, Face the Ace?
Hi, Face the
Uh,
Ace. Good to see you.
it's hopefully we have, and I appreciate everybody that showed up to watch the program, but I realized that Joe Vitale decided to go live at 7 o'clock. So who
Oh,
knows who's going to show up, but
yeah.
we're happy to have the ones that love us and came. That's
Yep.
all that matters.
Yeah, with them, it's
uh,
kind of like on the fly, unless like,
yeah, it's always on the fly. Yep.
it's always on the fly. So you can never like
Hit or
prepare.
miss. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
that's fine.
and that's fine. Like I said, we'll deal, we'll just hang with the ones that love us, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all we can do.
Absolutely.
Any
Absolutely.
big plans you got coming up this week?
Um, God, work. work, work.
Nice.
Nothing exciting at all. I have to get, tires are wicked expensive for my SUV. I have to get
Yes, they are.
tires for my car because I travel. I put a lot of miles on my car going back and forth from work. I would say it's about probably 30 minutes in the morning, and I would say about an hour in the afternoon because I drive all the way into Boston. So,
Wow.
it's definitely, yeah, so I definitely need some tires.
Right. Let's see. Face the Ace channel. This is my second channel. I'm planning to do live streams soon. This
Oh,
channel. Oh, okay, we'll look forward to it.
that's
Yeah, 'cause
awesome.
he doesn't do that many on the other channel. It's a hit or miss when I can catch you.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll just have to look it up and
yeah,
add it to
definitely.
our list.
Yes.
Every time I catch him, he's usually towards the end. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I missed the whole thing. It's hard to keep up. I have a list a mile long of
Mm-hmm.
videos that I gotta, but I can't do this all day, every day. And
No,
I
I
know the
know.
same with you, and people like, with the shows that we do, with interviewing, we have to watch these videos, research our guests, and it's a constant, constant, constant. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I need one day just to watch absolutely something totally out of the realm.
Yeah.
And you guys would die laughing at the shit that I watch, but it's totally got nothing to do with the paranormal. It's just generic stuff, and it's
Yeah.
great. We appreciate that, Face, that you subscribe to us. We're subscribed to you. So we got to try to help to make each other grow. And I was telling you yesterday, I lost 2 subs, and then I looked today, I gained them back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that. It's so
Up and
weird.
down, up and down.
Yeah. So weird. But it
Damn it.
happens. I mean, you just
All
have to
the
be
time.
patient too,
Yep.
It
All
happens.
the
They
time.
fluctuate all the time.
So hopefully, when it's now that the weather's nicer and we all can get out and get some content going on, maybe we'll get the numbers up there.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see Face the Ace channel either.
Yeah, like I
I'm
said,
gonna
I
stay
always catch him when he's
tuned.
on his other channel, and it was hit or miss
Yeah.
for me. But we'll see if it's strictly going to be just all live programming, Face, on the new channel, because he's been to some pretty interesting places.
Mm-hmm.
Carla said it was really nice today. You rub it in, just rub it in.
Actually, I mean, it towards the afternoon to now, it got sunny and warmer. But when I was going to work, it was cloudy, rainy, and probably about like 50.
Yeah, cold, rainy, and wet.
Yeah.
That's what it was here for
Yep.
2 days. And I had plans to, start spring cleaning the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Try to anyway. Of course, I'm sick, so that shit that all up. And then it was raining. I said, well, I'm not going out in the rain to do it. And then we needed stuff from the store, and I sent my husband. I said, I'm not going out. You go. Because, I'm trying to figure out what the hell to make. I didn't have anything in the house to make soup with. I'd rather have homemade soup. But I
Yeah.
said, just go buy some soup so I can have some soup.
Yeah.
Because, store-bought soup just isn't the same. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My eyes keep
Yeah.
watering, driving me nuts. Store-bought soup is just really salty, and it's
So
just
do
not
you
as
just
good as homemade.
do you do chicken soup?
I do chicken soup. I do beef and barley soup. I do meatball
Ooh.
soup. I do ravioli soup. I do broccoli and cheddar.
I love broccoli and cheddar.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
do broccoli and cheddar, and a
Yeah.
potato soup. Everybody loves the potato soup. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't have I almost have everything for potato soup. Shit, I'd have to get one more thing to make potato soup.
Mm.
But it's nice, and it's nice because I can, if I want, because I usually make it in large batches, so
Yeah,
I can
and then
like
you can
can.
freeze it, and then
I
yeah.
can, and I have a pressure canner that my husband bought me a long
Oh.
time ago, so I can
Uh-huh.
can them and in a small jars, and like the guys could take them to work, and
Oh, that's awesome.
so yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
great. So, yeah, you're right, Michael. Homemade is better. Everything is
Mhm.
homemade is better.
Yeah. definitely. It has like,
Because
like the canned soups have a lot of sodium and stuff in them
way
too.
too much.
Not like really good.
And then there's nothing in them. Like you want
Yeah.
chicken soup, you want chicken, not, a couple of bits of chicken. I always load my stuff up. If I'm making chicken soup, it's got a lot of chicken in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like meatball soup. My husband loves it. And I make that, and it's got a ton of meatballs in it because that's his favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, you have to load it up. You want a bowl of soup. I mean, if I wanted
Yep.
broth, I can make broth. But, it's nothing ever is the same if you buy it in the store.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just have water with me tonight. I need to hydrate.
I should be drinking water too, but I wanted something warm. My nose is getting stuffy. Of course, it's the evening. Everything turns to shit at nighttime.
I know.
What did he say? Michael says, I only say that because when I go out to eat, the price of food makes me realize how broke I am. Oh, because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
If you figure you go out to the store and you want to, like, my son and his girl always go to the steakhouse. And they get a steak, your potatoes and whatever bullshit they get. It's like $70.
I know.
Now, how many, you get a lot of groceries for $70.
Yeah. It's like I met my friend this morning, one of my best friends this morning, and we went to Chinatown to get dim sum. And before, dim sum used to be, like they would come around with a cart and ask you what you want. Like it could be anything from like spring rolls, etc. And it used to be like each bowl used to be like $2 or $3. It's like we ordered maybe like 5 or 6 things around there and got the bill. It was like $80.
Yep.
I was like, are you kidding me? So
I started making my own.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit. The last time, we got Chinese food. Yeah, it was almost $80.
Oh, thank you for the shout out, Facey Ace.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, $80. I was like, are you kidding me?
I know. It was crazy.
That was a lot.
That was like our bill today, and we were like, we didn't. And they serve us tea, so we didn't get charged for the tea. But I was like, oh my god,
big deal.
Yeah.
I was charging for the tea and not the food.
Yeah. And it's funny because like Chinatown used to be the comeback zone back in the day, and it really cleaned up. But yeah, so there's there's like, unfortunately, like the Chinese restaurants and a lot of them like went out of business, and now they have like these huge like condominiums and stuff, and I can't even imagine how much they're going for. But living in the city like Cambridge and Boston, it's like so expensive. It is crazy.
We went there visiting one time to Boston, and we were shocked. And this was years ago.
Yeah.
How expensive everything was. And I remember we went to Massachusetts one time on the ocean side there, and you had to pay for everything, parking, the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. We got to have a quarter to get into the bathroom.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend called under the door. She changed into her swimsuit and stuff in an open door, and I could get in. You see, bullshit. I ain't paid a quarter to get in to use the toilet. What's wrong with these people?
Yeah.
But yeah, you had to pay for everything. It was horrendous. So, lesson learned.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was funny. I said, I was bitching about it. She said, oh, we ain't paying. And she got right underneath the door. She changed her clothes, and then she opened the door. She goes, okay, your turn.
Oh, Facey is sweet. God bless your beautiful eyes. So sweet. Must be talking about you, Laura.
Oh, yeah. Mine are all
You're
bloodshot.
flashing that red lipstick and... Yeah, my eyes change color. I mean, they go from like blue, bright blue to green to, aqua. They change all the time.
They fluctuate. Yeah, mine do a little bit too. Mostly like the light, sky blue. I have my dad's eyes sky blue, so it's
and sometimes they're gray too.
Yeah, my son's eyes are green.
Yeah,
because that's pretty cool. My husband's are hazel, mine are blue, so Joseph ended up with green, which is pretty rare. So yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, green eyes, so it's great.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, all right, guys. I picked a video. I don't know because I'm trying every time Carla and I pick one that we really think is funny. We end up getting nailed with a warning for copyright. So hopefully this don't happen this time. This is not got anything to do with the paranormal. So maybe that's the one thing that'll save our ass. Who knows? And all right, let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. And let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong button already, guys. See? Technically challenged. All right, let's see. Let me. Aha. Okay, I gotta pick that. Share that. Okay. Now, seeing that we all just love winter so much.
Oh my God. I would break every bone in my body if I even
I figured I'd
did
pick
that.
some, right. Oh, I know. I tried skiing once and that was it. And then I went and sat in the chalet. The guy that I was with, I go, well, I'll be inside. Come get me when you're done. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can make it any bigger or not, and it won't work from here. So we are going to have to do this. And some of these were funny. So I figured, winter sucks, and that's why.
She's so annoying.
Down she goes, and the girl lost her weave. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
You wonder why people do certain things in the winter. There he goes. I knew it. They always end on their face.
Oh, my God.
This is not good. Oh, yep.
I want to go like that.
Wrong direction. Yeah, you might as well just get out of the way, buddy, because it's not going to end well. Oh, no, there he goes.
Oh, boy.
I see, that's one thing I've never played is hockey. Yeah, look at that. Good save. Good save. But my favorites are usually, down he goes. Slides on the ice.
Oh, man.
And this is... he take the guards off. That's usually my favorite is when people slip from side on the ice. Oh.
There I go.
Oh, and of course that conversion has to get in.
Oh, there we go.
And, oh God, look at this.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Oh, she sat right on her. Oh. She didn't even get anywhere.
That would be me. Oh my God. What? What was that?
Excuse me. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good.
Oh.
I told
What?
you. She's going to break her leg. Choke me down. I knew it. I probably shouldn't be watching this because it made me laugh. I'm going to choke.
Oh my God.
But it's terrible because I would be laughing at these people while they're falling.
That would really hurt. Are you okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, get out of the way, kid.
Oh my. Oh my God.
Ready? You guys ready?
Oh jeez.
All right, they would have been really painful if he landed on it.
Oh no. Ow! Ow!
Yeah. Oh, he's fishing.
Oh.
Oh, that's great.
Molly?
Well, at least it wasn't yellow
Yeah.
snow. We don't have to worry about
Oh
it.
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
gosh.
Well, speaking of yellow snow, they took her out.
Okay, it's going.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, it's going.
Hey, AV, how's it going? Unbelievable. People do the dumbest shit in the winter. They really do.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Oh, she's making herself go first.
Sorry about the coughing, guys. Oop, she's down. She's down.
Oh boy. Oh.
We'll play this one and then I'll pause it. Yep, no, he just totally buried. That's hysterical. I don't know why they always show people that do that. They want to surf. Come on, pause for a second. It's like a yank about it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you weren't
God.
saving. You weren't saving that one. Oh, jeez. So yeah, you're not saving yourself when it gets that bad.
No, no, no.
Hey Cynthia, how's it going? Let's say hello, hello. Let's see what I'm missing here. Let's see. No, thank you. I do good to walk on a flat. Oh, she says I do
Yeah.
good to walk on flat, dry ground. I trip up my front steps today. Oh, geez, you sound like I do. It's bad. You sound like I do. Hey, Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill. I did see that you messaged me, Bill. I'm not blowing you off. I just want to say hello to everybody. But yeah, winter. We just love winter. Susan. Susan. Oh my God. Carla says you do snowboarding, Carla?
Oh wow.
She's brave. I know I'd fall down and break a hip if I.
I tell you. I went out. If I tried to ski, oh my God, I would come back with like at least one broken bone, at least one.
My first skiing trip, I was dating this kid, loved skiing, and him and his cousin were like the best skiers in the area. So he took me on my first. We have a ski chalet here,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "Okay, I'm going to take you skiing." I'm thinking, "Oh shit, okay." And I'm an ice skater. I wasn't a skier, so I said, "Okay." So he gets me up, on top of the big hill. Leave it to me to go down the wrong side. You've got the one side of the hill that was just straight skiing down. The other side had the jumps.
Yeah.
I went down the side with the jumps. And I was gone. Went down the hill, hit the first jump, and they're watching me, thinking, oh, God, this is the end. She's out. I went up in the air. I come back down, landed great. I made it all the way to the bottom. And I didn't fall. I made it there. I was safe. I unhooked the boots. I said, I'm going inside. I'm all done. I said, that was it. Scared the living crap out of me.
Oh my God.
And I think that's why I didn't fall, because I was
Yeah.
so afraid to fall that I was
Yep.
stiff as a board. Hi, Cree. How are you? Hello, ladies. How are you feeling? Your alert never showed up until now. Oh, see, I get that problem too all the time on people's stuff.
I do too. Like sometimes I'm not alerted as well, even though I
Hey.
have the alert button on. It's
Right,
weird.
because no rails. Yeah, no, I just went down the whole hill and
Mhm.
I made it. And the only thing I knew how to do was stop. Stopped, unhooked the skis, and I said, I'm out of here. I'll wait for you inside. Screw that. That was just the last time for me. Because everybody thought for sure I was going to wipe out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Uh-oh. Did I lose it? I think I lost. Oh, there it is. Come on, come on. Thanks. I had the sound off. I figured maybe that would help so that we wouldn't get in trouble.
Energizer 3-in-1
And of
Child
course,
Shield
you're on it
is
for
the
2
world's
seconds and there's
first
a
coin lithium
commercial.
battery that has 3 different safety features.
Oh, now you know that hurts.
Oh.
Ah, his face hit that dirt.
Ooh.
Now, this is what Carla does, everybody. She's crazy. Well, I'm sure she doesn't land on her head. Oh, look at that.
I don't think Carla does that.
That guy had style.
No boy still got.
See, this is my thing is ice skating. I used to. No, I didn't do that. You're all right, kid. Get up.
It's amazing that hockey back then they didn't wear wear helmets.
I know it was dangerous.
Yeah.
All that stuff was dangerous. Oh, no, come on.
Oh
that
no.
hurts. Now that's just stupidity. You're asking for trouble when you're going up against a tree like that. Okay, this.
One more time. Like actually off the ground.
It is really cool. I would, if I was younger, I would try. This one can't even move.
Here we go.
So it's not instilling any
Which way,
kind
my
of
guy?
confidence. Oh, there we go. Bye. I have nieces and nephews who love. That's wrong, isn't it?
Okay.
I think he's got his foot in the wrong one. Man down, man down. Lady down. Damn. This guy can't even get his ass in the hole. And he's just gonna lay there and laugh. Uh-oh, this isn't gonna end well.
Oh God.
It's a lot of trouble just to make a hole for fishing. He's good with it though. Yeah, he's good with it. Excuse me, guys. Let's see. AV said a hockey game broke out at a fight that night. Oh yeah, really? That shit is a body cast waiting to happen for me. Exactly. Yeah, I can't. There's no way. I just in my younger days, a scorpion was ass over head when you fall boarding. Yeah, you still do it though, right, Carla? You say you still do that? I don't know. Yeah, if I was younger, that's the most. Look at this. Look at this. It didn't get very far. I don't even know what the hell that was. Crazy. Let's see the guy I knew skied without poles. He was a stunt skier.
Oh man.
Up you go. That was me, but I didn't fall.
Oh man.
I'm better than that guy.
I'm not so excited about your hockey team.
Stay away from the kid in the blue. This is just not right.
Oh.
Oh, poor dog, poor dog. Then I wonder why people get end up with broken legs and stuff.
He's a little too fast.
Oh no. Ugh.
Oh!
It totally disappeared. The dogs. The dogs are fun. All right, have any of you guys ever tried that? I'm going to pause here and ask that question. Because I've seen that in a lot of like Alaskan programs, or they'll go around and they'll be standing under the tree and they'll hit the tree with the axe and it makes all the snow fall down on them. So I was just wondering if any of you guys have ever tried that. Let's see. Cree said, my mom got me a pair of those plastic red skis when I was little. Tried to go downhill once, fell on my ass, took them off, and gave them to my brother. Smart girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stuck with ice skating. That was just my thing. Ice
Yeah.
skating. So yeah, so I wanted to always try that though. Go somewhere where there's a lot of snow on the trees. I have to do
Mhm.
it next year. Go up north. Of course, there's still snow up north, and just hit it and see if all the snow falls down
Yeah.
because it looks like it's really fun. Oh, you know that hurt. Airborne. And that's the thing. It sucks. Everybody nails their face.
Mhm.
So you gotta figure out, okay, who's gonna end up with a busted nose?
Aim for the booty. Aim for the booty.
Down you go.
Oh.
It's not right. Oh, excuse me. Oh, at least he landed on the other person. It was a soft landing.
Mhm.
Please fall.
Now that's the place to go sledding.
Mhm.
Uh-oh, Dad's going for the ramp.
Yeah, not for him though.
Oh no. Oh no.
She got what she deserved. Uh-oh. No, no, no. And that's the thing that cracks me up even more is that not just the people falling down, but the person filming it. I mean, don't go and help them. Just stand there and laugh at them.
I know. Yeah.
See, that's the thing that would make me nervous with the snowboarding is how much control do you have?
Mhm.
Of course, Carly could tell us that. At least, with the skis, you've got the poles. You can, try
There's
to
a
do
war over
something
my family's land,
to
and we're losing
navigate.
it. Critics
Like that.
agree. 1923 is ahead.
So it's not good. I actually thought these would be funnier than they are. Sorry, guys. It's so hard to find something really funny. And this person's doing a whole film job on their face. And when my husband was younger, what they used to do is they used to build up snowbanks really big in their hi Christina, big in the yard, and then him and his sister used to jump out the attic window
Mhm.
into the snow pile. And the only reason my mother-in-law found out about it is one time she was hanging clothes out on the clothesline during the winter, and all of a sudden she sees her kids go flying by her. And she's like, what the hell? And yeah, they were jumping out the attic window into the snow.
Wow.
Crazy. Oh, my husband did such terrible things when he was a kid. Terrible stuff. Let's see. I never tried it. I never played in the snow much. Even here, and trust me, we haven't had enough for 3 states where I am. Oh, this year we got buried. So this year was an awesome year for snowmobilers and
Yeah.
all of them. Since when I was little, I used to take our toboggan and the dog and would go riding downhill, and the dog would bring it back up. So smart. I thought about doing it with my dog now, seeing if she would pull us around on a toboggan.
Oh.
So I didn't get to try it out though, but I think she could because she's tough. Let's see. We don't get snow like we used to. I'm lucky to get a few days in. If I can ever, buying a pass isn't worth it anymore. Oh yeah, see. Well, it was the same thing here. Everybody, snowmobiles and all that. And they ended up selling them because like the last few years we had like nothing for snow. So
Yeah.
why, pay the cost for that equipment and you never get to use it? And then this year we got nailed bad with snow, and it was a perfect year for the sleds and skiing and everything. Everybody had a ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too far from a place called Neshoba, and they actually
Right.
make their snow. So
Okay, I don't know why I have no picture of me. I have no clue.
Oh, you're frozen.
Am I?
Yeah.
Let me remove myself and bring myself back. Oh, that didn't work either, did it?
No. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Oh shit! Did we get in trouble? Oh,
Oh.
I figured maybe it was a camera thing. Oh shit! I don't know. I don't know if we got in trouble. That's why I got rid of the video. See, that's a problem. You want to show something and have fun with it, and you get in trouble.
Yeah. Unless we like try to put in like smoke or something to kind of like distort the thing.
Right.
While we're filming it, while we're watching it. That's the only thing. Only thing I would
Let's
suggest.
see. No, it's still going. I'm checking that. I don't know, guys. Weird
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Weird. So you only get to look at Susan.
Yeah. Here
That's
I
it.
am.
Just smile at her. That's all we got. I'm gonna take myself, stop the camera again and see what happens.
All right.
I don't understand why it's doing that.
Huh. Technical difficulties, people.
I
No?
know. Figures. Figures.
I mean, we could hear you.
Okay.
We hear you, but we just can't. We don't
Can't
see
see
you.
me.
No. So weird.
So yeah, because I have no picture at all. I
Yeah.
can see you, but not me.
Yeah, I could just see your name. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I see. So that's
Mhm.
it, guys. I'm the mystery host.
Yep.
It's the mystery hour on
Yep.
Chick Chat. That's all. Yeah, so that's what they, and I always every time we try a video and something goes wrong. I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to stop doing it because apparently we suck at it. Like I said,
It's
'cause
demons.
yeah, probably. What's his name had a new one that come out. Lee had a new one that come out, and I go, oh, well, maybe we should do that one. I'm thinking, no, because every time we do it, then we get a copyright threat. So I'm thinking,
Yep.
and I
Unless
don't
you
want
add something to it. Because you can't play it how it is. You have to add something to it.
Right. Well, a lot of people say once you play it and then you pause it a lot, and then you
Yeah.
comment and stuff a lot in it, and then you skip some and you play a little bit more. It's usually okay, but I did that the last time and I still got a warning. So whatever. So either I just just suck it up and take the warning because he's fun to make fun of.
I tell you,
don't
I
know.
die rolling every time you do that. I tell you, it's so funny. So funny.
It's he doesn't see that either, apparently, because I just unless he does it, he just don't care that it just gives people something to make fun of. Hey, Parasolo, how's it going? And it kills me is people use that thing. And and it doesn't do anything for the paranormal.
Yeah.
But his videos, oh my god, I die laughing because of what they're doing. And come on, the way that those things are in the videos, you can't not laugh.
Yeah.
But Chris says that's because Lee is a faking piece of you are right, sweetie. He is.
Yep. Oh my.
He definitely is. Let me hit this camera thing again and we'll see. As long as you guys can still hear, right?
Yep. Still hear
I'll
you.
see if it resets, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I put in timeout. Is that what it is? What did I do? I don't remember doing anything to be put in timeout. Chris says, I can't stand Lee. I don't laugh. Yeah. I laugh because of the stick. I downloaded that when it first come out for your phones. The SLS, whatever the hell it was called. And all I did was laugh when I used it. I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
And then I got my sister in on it. And like I said, we were in a cemetery and I was checking it out and testing it. And you got my sister standing in one spot. And then of course the SLS, focused on the headstone that she was next to. And then it was doing like, boogieing down. So my sister started shaking her ass and I was just pissing myself with laughter. And that's all that's for. It's just funny. She says, I love it. What did I do? Yeah, I know. I did something. I'm in timeout.
So you think you're in a timeout?
I have no idea. Who the hell knows?
Oh,
The
man.
camera's on. I can always check in the settings. Let me see what the settings say. Oh, I ain't gonna say shit because I got the camera off. But it's on the webcam.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm just apparently I am technically challenged today, apparently.
Oh, man.
I'm disabled, guys. Cree says, I guess Lee is not my type of humor. It has nothing to do with him being fake. His stuff is just stupid. It is stupid. And I can't understand a damn thing he says. And yeah, the stick figures that it is giving him a BJ and feeling him up. Yeah, that's what's funny. I can't help but laugh at that. It's freaking funny. But yeah, I don't know. Am I the only one that can't understand a word he says? It sounds like he has a load of shit in his mouth. Is pretty much what it sounds like. I can't understand him at all. And I struggle with it. You'll lean in and you're like, really listening hard. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What part of England is he from? Do you guys know?
I don't know. No.
He's not from Wales, is he? No. Cree says I can't understand him either. Yeah. I don't know where he's from. Somebody has to fill me in on exactly where he's from. Not like it would matter because I still can't understand him. Just like, it's terrible to say. It's terrible. I have some accents I have a hard time. Parasola goes, I don't know who Lee is. He is supposed to be it's Really Haunted, Parasolo. That's his channel. Yeah, I can't understand him. Doctors from India. The Indian accent is so difficult for me to understand. He must be related to Charlie Brown's teacher. Exactly. Yep. Susan just did her impression. Next, let's see what else does she do now. Oh shit. But yeah, Indian doctors, and it was funny. My husband was supposed to get we went to a emergency room one time for him for something, and I always break his balls and pick on him. And I says, watch, you're going to have some Indian doctor come in here. Oh, hello, Mr. Wibba. And the guy come in, and doesn't he say that? And we started laughing because my husband can't understand him either. So he just nods and goes, uh-huh. Hi, Maisie. Hello. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the channel. He's one of the worst. It's all staged stuff. I think the best thing that I loved was the one with Carla and I watched. And his daughter was in it, I believe. Right, Carla? And he got nailed in the face with one of those rubber balls that we would use for dodgeball here in the U.S. And it had that, it's that ping noise when it hits something. Oh, my God, it's so funny. I never almost peed myself.
I think it was funny when the stick figure pushed him down.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. I almost peed my pants.
Oh, geez.
So funny. Oh my God. This is funny. It's like I tried using the camera. I downloaded it on my phone as well. And I tried in the cemetery. And it was just crazy. Oh, you're kind of back, but you're still frozen.
Still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen.
What the hell is the scoop, poop? All right, let me. All right, keep telling your story. I'm going to check my my settings.
Yep. But it's funny because like you see like all these stick figures everywhere. They're like in the tombstone, they're in the ground, they're like, you know, like waving to you out of the tombstone. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy there. So yeah, I removed it from my phone because it just, you know, apparently you need to use those with like a clear wall with nothing on the like just like a just use it on like a blank wall to get it
Right.
to really work. But I don't know. I don't really favor phone apps as it is. So
Yeah, I don't either. But like I said, even when the new ones come out, I like to check them out.
yeah.
And yeah, this is something is not on. Um, so yeah, it's just not working, guys. Sorry.
That's so
Uh,
weird.
it is
It
weird.
just like gave out, like something changed. It's weird.
And I don't know how to. I don't know. I'll keep screwing around with it. Yeah, every time a new app comes out, I like to play around with it.
Yeah.
So Macy says, yeah, Lee is terrible. He's such a load of crap. Yeah, he is. Total load. Creed says, I can't stand the SLS. All I can think of is the worst piece of equipment used. It is because it wasn't made for that. And Macy's right. It was made for gaming. And I tested it all out through my house. It's funny how it wouldn't pick up my cat.
Huh.
But it would pick if I was using it in the bathroom. That's what the cat was, and it wouldn't pick up the cat, but it picked up my husband's robe hanging on the back of the bathroom door.
It's weird.
So why wouldn't it pick up the cat? So yeah, and then like I said, we took it out in the field. I did it in a few cemeteries, and yeah, every tombstone that you put it on, it would formulate and make a human figure and do its thing. That's Laura. That's because your cat is special. I think so because it wouldn't pick her up. I figured it would have picked her up, but no, nothing. And then you got all kinds of, no matter what you point at, if it can form that shape, it'll do it. So it's
yeah. I'm just seeing if like it shows something on my what's going on. No, it doesn't say anything on the phone as well.
I got rid of that.
Know. Joe is still live. So weird.
Nope. It
so
just
weird.
won't go back on.
Wow.
Being punished for something.
Oh no. Oh no.
I would like to see Vlad impale Lee up to his ass and walk him around with a t-shirt and saying, I'm full of shit. Oh, Cree has strong opinions about that. You vent, honey. Let it all out. That's funny. Sorry. Every time I laugh, I start coughing. Yeah, but it's if you want to laugh, you play with the SLS. Because it's just, I'm sorry. You cannot laugh. It is the shit that it does. Like you said, we see the videos and it's all, it looks like, a digital porn show. It's just too much.
It's just funny.
Too funny. I don't understand. Let's see. Maybe if I switch cameras. Let's see. And it didn't even do that. Oh,
there we go.
All right, I switched camera. I'm going to switch back because I don't like the way this one looks. So let me switch back. Something might have just went wonky. There we are.
Ah, there you are.
Ta-da!
Yay! She's back.
I don't know. It's just something with squirrely.
That was weird.
Okay. Oh, now that I scared everybody. Okay.
So,
Lee
does
is from
anybody
Wales.
in the chat,
Okay.
Does anybody in the chat want to talk about something specifically?
Yeah. Let's see.
Chit chat.
Something. It's chit chat. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, throw it out there.
I don't understand why debunkers love the guy so much. He's a butthead, and the things he say It blows my mind that people believe his shit. I don't think they believe him. I just think that they're he's easy to pick on, put it that way.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yes, I tell you it was demons. Ha ha ha. I don't know, yeah, because I switched to the cameras and it pops back into play. I don't use the other camera because it's kind of grainy looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I look bad enough, so I just might as well use the better camera.
Mm-hmm.
His comments show, yeah, people do believe him. That's the sad part. It tells you how sad people are that believe this guy
I know.
and the money they send him. Oh my, I've heard things where people they sent him so much money he could afford to get another house.
Wow. That's
That's a lot of
crazy.
money. That's a lot of money. Maybe if I start doing some weird shit, I could get enough money to buy some NyQuil. I don't. Let's see. Lisa, I'm glad over to your channel for you talking. That's what it was. Yeah. I told you I was putting time out. She said, for someone not feeling well, you look great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was a hot mess yesterday.
Yeah.
And then Creed yelling at me in the other show. I know. I was laying in bed and I was watching. I couldn't go to sleep because I kept coughing. And I think I passed out while watching. So eventually I went to sleep. Then you wake up, at 2:00 in the morning. Choking.
Hey, Ray.
Pop, how's it going?
How's it going?
All right, guys. Any questions? Hey, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything. So like I said, I thought it was the video that screwed us up, so now I'm afraid to try another one.
Yeah.
Always backfires on me. Macy says, I've been sick for almost 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering where have you been? Because I'm thinking,
Sorry
I haven't
about
seen her in a
that.
while.
Hope you're better.
Yeah, I hope so. It's it's still going around because a friend of mine, she had pneumonia a few weeks back, was in the hospital. Then she got out, she got home, and now I just got a message from her yesterday. She's back in the hospital with pneumonia again.
Wow. That's
And I'm like,
crazy.
you got to be kidding me! And I'm afraid that that's what's going to happen to me because the last time I was sick, it was pneumonia. But it was just a head cold because my son had it, his girlfriend had it.
Yeah.
I got it, now my husband's got it. So, and I know it's all in the sinus area because I sound like I have a face stuffed full of toilet paper or something. Okay, Cree has a question. What do you think of Shape's video? The one that he just put out? Macy says, I almost ended up in a hospital. Yeah, I wasn't going there. I stayed home. Excuse me. They gave me everything I needed and I stayed home. And it took forever to go away. Did you get to see the Shape's new video, Susan?
I did actually. I watched it last night. It's very interesting when he put the three shots or 4 shots together, like comparing them all.
Right.
Did you see that part?
I didn't get to see the entire video.
So there was
like halfway through.
There was a scene with, so he had 1, 2, I can't remember if he had 3 or 4 pictures.
Right.
Cree, if you correct me, but he had, so there was a picture of the stroller all the way back on the top of the stairs, and that was the beginning. And then there was like 2 pictures like that, and then the one just before it fell, I believe, the stroller was all the way towards the front, almost like going over the stair, like right at like the tip of the stair, the top stair. So
Chris says she thought it was 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, this.
So that was interesting. That was interesting.
What do you
and when
think?
they showed a closer view of that stair, it's like you could definitely see like the ripples and the indents. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I did make reference. I'm sure. Yeah, didn't we talk about that last night?
Slightly, yeah.
With the cord, where
Mhm.
it had some slack in it. And that's the one thing I'd like to talk to Wiz about. He wants to talk about it in private, which I'm fine with. Because I told him nobody should be afraid of to voice their own opinion. Everybody's got an
Mhm.
opinion.
Yep.
We all love the Ouija brothers, so it's not like we're coming, hey, fake, fake, fake. No, we're just questioning what happens there, just
Mhm.
like they would do. Um, if I noticed that, like the fifth step up, you see a big slack in that cord. Now, if somebody pulled it from the bottom, that whole thing would have tightened right up. All the way up. It wouldn't have just tightened up a little bit. She says, Wisdom said it made him cry in the comments. Bless him. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
he was.
no.
Yeah, he was treated harshly.
I didn't see that.
And that's why I mentioned it on the live. Everybody's entitled to their opinion,
Mhm.
and I even mentioned it in some of the comments. Don't be ashamed of voicing your opinion.
Mhm.
That's what the whole thing is about. You got questions? Then, ask. Um,
Mhm. Absolutely.
I think he got excited because, oh, I caught something. I caught something. So he got excited. So I don't think he outright intended to call them faking
Mhm.
stuff. I just think he got excited about, well, I've seen this. Did anybody else catch his? And I think he just didn't word it the way that he should have.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, exactly. Palm says exactly what he thought.
Mhm.
Yes, they are. I did too, Laura. I keep telling people everyone has an opinion that doesn't make them right or wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. So, that's what I thought it would be great. I mean, if they really wanted to make a big stink out of it, have Wisdom come on a show, like with Beardo and this and that, and then they could go over it frame by frame, so that he could explain what he's seeing, and then they can explain what they see, and then see if it matches up.
Mhm.
Like I said, I didn't see, because if somebody pulled it from the bottom, that whole thing would have tightened up. And I was watching it, and at one area, it was like the fifth or sixth step up. It stayed slack. It didn't tighten. And then my question was, what at the top of the stairs? Where did the cable end at the top of the stairs? Was it by the back wheels? So that maybe if the back wheels hit the cable, it would make the cable move?
Hmm.
And then also, I had another question was, I was watching the shadow between the stroller and the wall. You see the stroller shadow on the wall, and it was fluctuating. And as the evening was going on, you would see that shadow change. Now, was that caused by lighting or camera, or was there something else going on there? I don't know if anybody else noticed it. I mean, it was very slight, but I kept watching it
Mhm.
because it was kind of odd. Let's see. I tell people all the time, sometimes a question is just a question. You're right, Cree. It is. And people get excited. I know, because I would get excited. Oh
Mhm.
shit! I think I found something. So yeah. Cree said I asked about that in Beardo's live pump. He said it was because Wisdom said someone pulled the tripwire, and that meant he was saying they faked it. Okay. In my opinion, I don't think it was necessarily to judge Wiz so harshly. Even Mr. Biddle said some of the tech shots were so dark. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish they would have. That's why I'm hoping when Beardo goes, that he puts the camera right on the landing, right next to that stroller, so that we can watch those wheels. And I also made another notice is that if people notice at the top step on the landing, where the edge is, the carpet, there's a dip just before the edge. Were those wheels sitting in that little bit of a dip on that step before it rolled over? Or was it past that and right,
Mm.
just like right on the edge, I mean, there's so many things you can ask.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. I have something for you guys that before. Oh, sorry, guys. Before the stroller fell, the REM pod kept going off, and then it fell. Ah, see, no, I didn't hear anybody mention that. Which I'll rewatch that again. And I didn't watch it on the big screen. When I'm watching videos, guys, I'm watching them on my phone. And I'm usually in bed by then watching stuff on the phone. So you're really not going to get a good look. So putting it on a bigger screen where you can actually, I don't even know if Bill's still in here. Bill is good at debunking. He should watch that. I mean, he might catch something that somebody else hasn't caught. Christina says, I don't understand why people just don't put the stroller way back. And if it gets pushed down the stairs, then there you go. That's what I'm saying too. Why is it by the edge? I don't understand why they do that. If it's pushed back by where the clock is, if something's going to knock it down the steps, it's going to do its thing, you know? So yeah, very good, Christina. That's I think the same thing. Thought the REM pod was after Creed. No, it was right before. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch again. I'm not even sure if it was micro moving because the carpet is a shock absorber. Well, if it was right on the edge, Ray, I could understand the micro movements because if it's like right on the edge and you see they were walking through the house, they were doing their thing before they went out for dinner, and then you've got the vibrations from traffic outside and whatever. And after a few hours, it moves that little bit, and if it's like on the edge, it's just going to roll off. And I mean that's Kenny is right about that, but that's why I questioned the dip before that step edge. There is a little, if you look at it, you can see a slight dip in the carpet. So if the wheels were setting in that dip, then whatever it was would have to actually push it up over that little hump and then over the edge. So that's what I'm saying. We need to get relook at it again and check the side view of it. Let's see. So look at the sequence. The REM pod goes off. Then there are movements on the top left of the stroller. And then it goes down. Then the REM pod goes off again. Ah. So yeah, we really got to sit and analyze it. What did you think about what the shape said? Susan, do you think that did the shape, because like I said, I didn't finish watching it. Does he think that it was a setup, or he remained neutral like he normally does?
He said most likely it wasn't paranormal.
Right.
So
yeah, he thinks that there's another explanation, which is probably. Cree says, I asked why Griff was slamming his fists on the stairs and jumped up and down. They said to show vibration. I don't understand. I get what they're saying, but that wasn't what happened when it fell. No, because nobody was in the house. It was quiet. Cree said, no, he didn't remain neutral at all. Oh, okay. So yeah, like I said, I got to finish watching it. He said his opinion was staged. He outright said it shocked the hell out of me. Oh, okay. But it's still not proven that it was a setup, guys. So, and not for nothing. The Ouija brothers, I just don't see him doing that. Why would you put all that work, time, and energy into your channel and into your reputation just for that? I don't see it.
But Beardo goes there all the time, correct?
I think he's been there a couple times.
Yeah.
And I know he said that he was going back soon, actually. So I'm excited to see that because I should send him a message and say, hey, do this for us. Set this up this way. Check that carpet. Check the dip area. See if it's a deep, dip before the edge of the carpet. Check all of those things. And like I said, I was questioning the shadow on the wall. That could have been just camera and lighting. but I just found it to be interesting that it was fluctuating before the thing fell over. I think Bureau is going back with 3 Spires. Yeah, they're supposed to be going back soon.
Oh, how did he punk it? Okay.
And she's got it. Yeah, she said the Ouija brothers are too seasoned. Had been doing it too long not to know that it was setting it up to fall like it did. Oh. And then, yes, Beardo has been there many times and is going back soon. Has plans on how to debunk it. That's good. Yeah. And like I said, I agree totally with Kenny. The camera should have been right there next to it because they showed the shot there where it was a floor level, a camera right on the wheels. And it's just to see what happens. He said a few people are joining him. Yeah, Lee from 3 Spires, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, to see what they find. Now, of course, obviously, they're probably going to use the same type of equipment, right, guys?
I would think so.
I mean, I don't know if they have that an EMF wire. So it's so to get it to come out the same way, they would have to have the same equipment set up to reenact the whole thing and see what happens. I'm not sure what to think about it. I just don't think Wiz should have had been treated so harshly. They could be that way. That's the problem. That's why I don't debunk. You know, I might give opinions about it and stuff like that, but when you open yourself up in the debunking aspect of this field, boy, people are just cutthroat. So if you're not 100% sure, I look at it this way: just shut up. Because people are not kind. People make mistakes. If you make a mistake, fine. You admit it. I think Wiz, was just excited. I don't blame him. I'd be excited too. But question it. Talk with these guys. These guys should have just said, "Hey," they probably did. I don't know. We don't know. We weren't there. They probably said, "Well, let's talk about this. We'll discuss it." Him, Kenny, and Beardo all get together, and even the Shape, just so that they could, collaborate on what they saw, go over the footage, and then give their opinions. Chris says, I don't think they faked it or set it up to do. Think they made a mistake, but it is 2 big mistakes in a very little amount of time. Excuse me. So yeah, it's you're quiet, Miss Carla. Come on, put your input in. Put it in. We need to know what Carla thinks. I don't recall him saying it was they faked it either. All I recall him saying is that somebody pulled the wire. Who, he didn't say. He just said that somebody did. Now, if they left, Macy says, yeah, I agree. Get them all together. Discuss it. Even do it in a video so that we all can understand the process and how they came to their conclusion. Yeah, Carla says she don't think they staged or faked it. Yeah. And again, they also said that there was only one way in or out. So it's not like those guys left and some smart ass snuck in there and pulled the wire. Not for nothing. If the place is supposedly haunted, who's to say that the spirit didn't pull the wire?
Yeah.
To pull the stroller down. Now, that's the other thing you got to find out. Was it pulled or was it pushed? How do you find that out? If it was actually pushed from behind or pulled from the front. Or it just rolled off. Those are the things you got to question. one question is going to lead to 10 other questions. Yes, but that's when Mirdo explained why he felt that what Wiz was saying when he said the wire was pulled. But I said he took the video down. Yeah. Oh, Carlos says, I don't think it was pulled and the wire didn't look touched to me. Yeah, I didn't see, only after it was falling, you see the wire move. And I think it's because the back wheels were hitting the wire. Because it looks like from the stairway, you can see the wire going straight up, and then you see it veering off as it goes underneath the stroller. So, and that's where the power pack is. So the stroller must have hit the wire, and I seen that thing move then. But as far as, like I said, you guys look at the video and you see like that 5th step up, there's a big slack in that wire, and I never seen that straighten out. So if somebody pulled it from the bottom, they would have straightened out, in my opinion. I mean, hard enough to pull the stroller forward. You'd have to give it a pretty good yank,
Mm-hmm.
The Shape had some great pictures in his video, though. Again, it was all a matter of opinion. Exactly. Yep. That's all any of this stuff is a matter of opinion. Did you see Wiz's other video? It shows the wire move and the stroller moving with it. And that's what I'm saying. Is it, was it the stroller making the wire move? Because it was underneath, the wire was underneath the stroller. So who's to say those back tires weren't, as it was falling, did it hit and make the wire move? Chris says, I don't think the wire was pulled. I think the bulb to trip the wire slid down and it made the stroller fall. Yeah, see from the top. That's what I'm saying. The question is, if they're saying the wire was pulled, that means that, and making it fall, that means that the stroller's being pulled. If it was from up top, that means whatever happened pushed, not pulled. And then again, then you're thinking, okay, micro movements, then it just rolled on its own. Oh, thanks for joining us, Christina. I know we got into this deep conversation here. Because the thing is that we all question it. How did it actually fall? So I don't know. And I agree. I think that if Beardo's going to go there and they're going to reenact it, he's going to put the stroller in the same spot. Excuse me. If they're there for a couple of nights, I would like it if he would try it that way first, do it the way that they had it set up, and then the other time have it all the way shoved back. Because if something is a poltergeist is shoving it over, it should make a difference where the hell it is on the step. It's going to push it. So try both angles and see what they come up with.
Absolutely.
So Amazing said it's all as clear as mud. Yeah. I think they should get together and deep dive on it. I think so too. Yeah. And as she says, Chris says, take into consideration it's a baby doll stroller. Yeah. They are very, very light. Yeah. And designed to move easily. You are so right about that. And Carlos says, I think they should go back and do it again. Yes. And test in the other places. Yep. She's right. Yeah. Another camera. I agree too. This way they have multiple angles. If anything is going to move, they're going to catch it. Set a dial in it this time. Something. Set a dial in it this time. Something lighter. What is in it though? Is it a teddy bear or something, guys? I forgot what they said. What's in that sets in it? See, no, see with that, Carly, you're saying set something else in it. I think that'll change the experiment. You've got to do the same exact thing that they did that night. Hi, Miss Karen. How are you?
Hi, Karen.
Yeah, it's they have to set it up exactly the same way
Mm-hmm.
so that they can see if they're going to get the same result. Maisie says, "Yeah, pram is." I know because when I first said, I go pram. Why do they call it a pram?
Yeah, that was a weird. Yeah.
It's a stroller. To us, it's a stroller. Excuse me. Yeah, Carla, because yeah, you figure if they change one thing, then it's not the same experiment. It has to be exactly the same way. Pram is short for pramulator. English word. The pram is your version of a stroller. Thank you, Miss Karen. That's what I figured. It always cracks me up. I had a really close friend, actually. Sad to say, she passed away about 7 years ago, and she was living in the UK. And I used to ask her all kinds of questions because what we call something, the British will call something different, totally different in the UK. And it's and I'm trying to explain a recipe to her, and I have to think of what they call certain ingredients because they don't have the same ingredients that we have. It's very confusing. But I always say I'm gonna come and visit her. We'd go and have tea with the queen. Yes, Bill, I'm sick. Have a head cold. Actually, I sound and look great today. You should see me yesterday, warmed over death. Poor Susan thought I was gonna pass out during the show, so she had to hurry up and end it.
I know. I was like, let's just end it right now because I don't know how long she's gonna
Laura's going
last.
down slowly. She's
Yeah.
going down. You're gonna see me sliding out of the chair onto the floor. You'll be hearing me like, I'm okay, keep going. On with the show. Let's see. So what was the dark object? A camera? Where, Miss Carla? Let's see. I don't think anyone is accusing them of fakery, just pointing out that from the footage, uh, you can't claim paranormal. Yeah, that's what we're saying too, Karen. Not fakery, but there's so many questions. And I would love it. Like I said, I can't wait for Beer to go back, set it all up again, and see if we get the same result, or at least they could figure out what happened. I saw something. I saw the stroller fall and the long wire, but what something else fell to? Yeah, I think there was something that was in the stroller. That's why I was asking if it was a bear or I don't know what the hell it was. I saw that too. I don't know what it was. And I know they had a can, like a beer can or a soda can on the steps as well. Oh, okay, Kree, was a bear. That's what I thought. Okay, so that's what it was. So they had a bear in the stroller. Maybe it was a teddy. Yep, it was. So now we know what that is. And again, like I said, the shadow fluctuation on the wall, was it caused by camera, lighting, or was there something there that pushed it? Because I kept watching it and watching the surrounding area just to see if there was any other shadow forming around the stroller. But all I noticed was the shadow on the wall was fluctuating, and most likely it was lighting or camera. Yes, Macy, it was. Yeah, that's the problem. So when it
Mhm.
was lit up, I was watching that, and like I said, I'd love to have Bill check it out. Bill's really good at debunking. A rat. It's an old house. Yeah. Oh God, I'd say a rat was walking along, went under the stroller and knocked the wheels. Karen, you're probably right. Who knows? Well, ghost rats. Let's see. Cree said maybe they thought the bear in the stroller would keep it from moving with vibrations, but it was too light. Maybe. Maybe. See, that's what I'm saying. All of the questions that could be raised by just that one piece of footage.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many things that people could say what it is. Bill said, I'm only turning wrenches now. Oh, come on. You got to look at it just to see so we can get your opinion. Everybody needs to check it out. Just, and and everything that we're saying, somebody else could be totally saying something different,
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's the thing. That's why I would love it if they would all, like I said earlier, get on one show and discuss it and see what comes up. And then everybody's questions can come up and see what happens. Karen says, not to mention, we don't know what made the string light move. Did they move first and pull the stroller, or did something pull the string lights? Not the boys, just someone. Yeah, see, that's the confusion. Was it pulled? Because everybody's saying how it tightened up. I didn't see it tighten up on all the stairs. There was still some slack. So if something's going to pull it, it would have tightened up all the way to pull that stroller forward. So was it pulled? Was it pushed? Or did it just roll by vibration? And Karen goes, yeah, no one will ever know. Yeah. It is what it is. So yeah, hopefully they could recreate and see what happens.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's hard because we're not there. We can't go there. So everybody's got to bombard Beardo with a bunch of questions. Say, check this out, check that out, which I'm sure he will because he's pretty thorough. Yeah, Karen. Chris said that Karen, it's the chicken and the egg theory. Oh yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If someone stepped on the string at the bottom of the stairs for just a minute, that was enough to make the pram fall. I don't know. Do you think? And that's true. Yeah, you can't see the bottom of the stairs in that footage. So yeah, if it was just that light of a step, Karen. So that means that they had that thing like right hanging on the edge of the step. Why would you do that? Because obviously, if it was that close to the edge, somebody could have farted and it would have fell over. You know what I mean? Right, Susan?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't know. But you would see the trip wire tighten, and it loosened. See, yeah, that's where the confusion is. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it again because I
I'm
watched
gonna
it
watch
like
it
3,
again
4
too.
times.
Yeah.
And just like I said, I saw that slack in the wire about around the 5th step up, and if it's gonna pull, the whole thing's gonna pull. All right, Karen. Miss Karen always has some great questions too. I want to know what the woman that lives next door does when no one is around. Good question. I don't know. And that's kind of sketchy too, but yeah. Of course, if she was like banging on the walls and stuff, you would have heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I said that too, Karen. The string of lights went under the stroller. So that's what I'm saying. Did the back wheel affect the tightening of the wire because those wheels were back by where the light, when you seen they showed the other side of the carriage with that other camera, you see that the light string went under there and there was a pack back there, like a battery pack or how that shit runs. So how do we know that the stroller didn't hit that and make it move? And why was it underneath the stroller instead of off to the side? Karen says, from what I could see, it's not clear. Paranormal, something made the string light move. What, who, the way is, or the why is easy. Oh, Karen's, oh, yeah, Shape asked the same question. Yeah, why was it under there? Yes, the place is like what we call a duplex, isn't it? Yeah, the neighbor's like, yeah, like on the other side of the wall. So that there makes you question it.
Yeah.
But according to the people that have been there, they've seen some freaky shit. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Karen. To say the stroller hit it implies paranormal. I think it's a bit odd. Too many variables. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Too many variables. Sorry, but I have to head out. Have a great night, all. Thank you, Bill. I'll message you after. Thanks for hanging, dude. Okay, so if the wall borders the other dwelling, any vibrations could have caused, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. The shape as to why the wire was under the stroller and why two men that have been doing this for years put the stroller so close to the edge. He felt they knew what they were doing. Ah, okay, yeah, see. I questioned that too. Why was it so close to the edge? That's why I'm hoping that when Beardo and the guys go back, Three Spiders go back, they do multiple testing, set it up, see what happens, see if they could recreate the same thing. Why was there a stroller there at all? Oh, I guess it's part of the story, isn't it, guys? That the kids that lived in the home at one time had the stroller, and they used to get thrown down the stairs all the time. I don't know the complete and total history of 30 East Drive, only from what I've seen from these guys, and the other ones that have gone there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish watching his video. Well, he's fair. He said, friends or not, if he thinks something's up, he calls it out. So, my hat off to him. It's great. Karen says, my personal opinion on the house and the hauntings, no one here wants to know. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I don't care. You believe it's not haunted. You think they're all full of shit. Go ahead. I said it for you. I'll say it. You say it. Go ahead. You have a right to your opinion. The only time that I saw anything that I was kind of, well, not kind of, I was impressed with was that one time when they were there and it appeared that something had pushed down on Griff's chest when he was sleeping. Now that was freaky. But again, I had other stuff. I don't know. I haven't been there. Karen said fake as fuck. Oh, see? There you go. She doesn't believe it. There's a lot of people that don't, Karen. Let's see, Cree. I honestly have no clue what happened or why it happened. I just want people to respect each other's opinions. Exactly, Cree.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And you got Macy says the shape usually stays neutral. Yes, he does. But if he thinks there's something foul play, then he's honest about it. Yeah, that's exactly strong opinion. And it should be that way, you know. That's the whole point we do all of this crap. You know, you're gonna pick it apart, you're gonna figure it out. I mean, everybody wants to find, you know, get that piece of data and say, "Oh, this is real," but that's usually not the case. I mean, I'm not saying anything that like, you know, everybody has their own experiences. You know, I've had mine. Susan, you've had yours. Everybody in the chat has had their own, and nobody can hold that against you or make an opinion about it because you weren't there. And that's the only reason that I believe that there is a paranormal existence is because I've experienced it more than once. There's something there, and we haven't caught it yet. Let's see. Karen. Cree, yes. Agree with you. I like the two boys that do the investigation. They are not saying it is absolute paranormal, are they? If they are, then it's not. That's not good. Right. Well, no, yeah, it's just a maybe. Who knows? I would think that people would appreciate the discussion we're having because we're telling different opinions allow people to consider things they haven't thought of. Yeah, that's why I do this. Like, well, we don't normally do it on this chat show. Usually, this one's for playing around, but that's the whole point of my other channel is because that's what I want. I want everybody to come in and question it and debate and discuss. That's how we learn stuff. And you do it in a calm and respectful manner. It takes a lot of weeding to get to the tree. Yeah, it does. And I love it because we can all sit here and do this and not start calling people names or, you know, get people in here and start threatening everybody. Come on. We're all grown-ups. And the bottom line is you don't like what's being said, then you leave the conversation. That's all. Karen, they haven't said it was paranormal, but they were so excited about it. Hopefully they found something. You know, hopefully they did. Everybody's going to be picking it apart, so I guess we'll find out. And, you know, they expect people to pick it apart. If they don't, then, you know, something's up. Come on. They're the first ones to say, here's the footage. You check it out. You let me know. That's the beauty of it. And that's what everybody breaks my chops about editing. You know, when I go out, I film it. I put it on there. I edit nothing. I hate editing. I suck at it. And you're seeing what I see. Bottom line. You're lucky I could squeeze music in there somewhere because I'm not good at that either. And I just figured that's the best way to do it. Raw and in your face. It's hard being to so many places and nothing happens and something unexplained happens. I'm saying they were hopeful. Yeah, well, exactly. And we all know, you know, Karen knows, Susan knows, we all know. We've been out there and you sit there for hours. And just walk around for hours. And if you get the littlest thing, you're like, yes, it's a big win. So, you know, Karen says, I agree on showing what they found on film, etc. I too have heard odd things, but in the end, I have to dismiss it all because they were not real proof. It is what it seemed. All right, see, so it's, and I know it was like a big disappointment because all the places that Karen had just been to this last year, we were so excited for her. And she went to go see all these places in the UK, and I know she had big expectations because of the stories and the legends. And when nothing happened, absolutely nothing, I would have been pissed off too. You know, and we all agree it doesn't happen when you want it to, but with the history of everything in the UK, and you spend all this money, you go to these places, and you don't even get, a fly to land on your ass. I mean, I can understand that totally. Totally, totally, totally. Let's see look at what happened with Two Ply. He got all so excited over the REM pod. Yeah, he got all excited about it going off, and then he busted his ass. And he'll never live that down. We're all gonna laugh about that for years to come. Oh, jeez. Even the OB have said when they are somewhere and they thought they caught something, and then it goes back in editing and find out it was explainable. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. But sorry, that's why we do it. Excuse me. Yeah, nothing. Not to mention when you do the research on the so-called history and to find out it's all a lie. Oh, yeah, it's more than annoying, Karen. I totally know where you're coming from. When you find out the truth of the folk legends or lore or whatever you want to call them, and it doesn't even match up with the horseshit stories that they put out, you get mad. Hi, Mr. Wayne. How are you? So it's I totally, totally understand. Carla, it takes a lot of courage to post footage, even more to debunk someone's. Yeah, it does. Because you're up, the ridicule's there, you're waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Carla's been through it. Like Susan, how many times have you put something up, and haven't you gotten comments about, well, is it real or?
Yeah. Like the last one I went on the investigation with, and they talked about the dowsing rods that I used, and I admitted, I said, these are really flimsy, and I should get a better pair of them, because
Right.
they're the travel ones, so they're very, very thin. So but I admitted it. I said, yeah, I need to get a better pair. So
everybody's gonna have something to say about way somebody does something. Chris said, yes, yes, the same happened to Mythos. He said he even ran back to his girlfriend, woke her up and yelled he got something, and then they found out it was nothing when editing. I know that's the thing that just totally sucks.
mhm.
And you're so excited. Let's see. Hey there. Octopus with no friends. I'm totally lost on that. Did I miss somebody? I hope not. I might have. If I did, I'm sorry, guys. Just trying to keep up. Wayne, very good. Laura, how are you? And Laura and Susan. Susan, how are you?
I'm good.
She's good. I can kind of breathe through my nose, Wayne. So I think that's
Yeah.
a step in the right direction.
Although I'm starting to crash a little bit. I do have to admit.
Uh-oh. She's starting to get tired. Well, you work today, right? You got to work tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm at work at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, 2 more quick questions, come on, because then we got to let Susan go to bed.
Okay.
4:00 in the morning. Damn.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you, Carla. I do love I love the history. I really do, of places. I think that's definitely once I get out there and start investigating again, I do want to hit places and discuss the history beforehand. I do.
See, I didn't even think about it. Karen, when you went to the UK, did you even consider going to 30 East Drive? I know, because you went to some great places.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been something just for yourself so you could walk in there and see what the hell's going on. Yeah, it is hard work to have a channel. It's, and we all started this like, let's go YouTube, do a YouTube channel. It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun, but it's a lot of work.
I mean, even, like for us, Laura, like when we do the talk shows, it's like even then you have to do like the background history on the guest because you just never know, you know, as we
Yep.
found out before, you know, you really have to actually, you know, watch their videos and just, you know, their techniques and everything so that not only you can have questions to ask, but so that you could be sure that you're not just like, you know, they're legit as well.
Right.
Because it kind of, you know, you're having them as a guest on your show, you know, your show, you know, you know, it has to have your show looks good, you know.
Yep. Yep. A lot to do, a lot to
Mm-hmm.
consider, and
Yep, it
yeah.
is.
Oh, Karen said she did go to the ancient Ram Inn, of course. Yep. But mainly because of how old it was. But again, the history given by the owner is not accurate. Almost, but not really. Ah, see, that's another disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still, I know she still enjoyed the trip. It was because that's just a trip of a lifetime. And again, you know, even if it wasn't like a paranormal trip, I would love just to go, just to touch all these old buildings,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and to be there.
Absolutely.
You know, like you're in a spot where so and so, you know, stood, and you know that kind of stuff. It's really just great. But yeah, that'll never happen for me. So
Oh,
I
you're
had to
welcome,
I
Carla.
had to enjoy everybody else's trip. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you had fun being on tonight, Susan.
I
Normally we
did.
do
I did.
try to do things that are funny, and you know, and like I said, but every time I try, we get screwed. So
I know. I
gonna
know.
have to
It's gonna be
figure
kind
that
of
one
hard.
out.
Okay,
I
but
don't know.
no, I don't know whether or not you could just play like a very short script and then just talk about it. I don't know. That's hard.
Excuse me, or do like, you know, clips of it or something and piece it together.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. Maybe ask like Jeff or whoever who does stuff like that, or because Crow
Hmm.
does that stuff all the time, and I don't hear him getting into any trouble. So that's what I started off with, the snow, the falling down and stuff. I figured it'd be safe,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
But you know, but lately when I've been seeing Side Eye Guy do his videos, like he records them beforehand, he adds like the special effects smoke in it. He plays the whole video, but he adds the smoke effect in it. So it kind of like gets in the way of the actual, you know, what he's
Ah,
showing. And it's a constant, it's like a smoking constant going
right.
into
So
the
he's
view.
altering it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so he's altering it. I think you have to do that somehow,
okay,
alter it.
right. Hey, hey, hey! Speak of the devil, and he appears. What are you clipping? Uh,
Ah, Jeff.
no,
We
because
were
we're always
talking about Laura keeps on getting in trouble every time she shows clips.
going not in trouble. I just get a warning. So just yeah, trying to figure out a way around it so we can at least watch some of it, you know,
Hmm.
and you know, get our laughs without getting a warning, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he said TV shows will maul you on copyright quickly.
Yeah. So it's well, usually the last time Carla and I did one, we didn't hear about it until after, and then it says under the video copyright.
Hmm.
So, like I said, but I didn't get any strikes or anything. It's just a warning. So,
Hmm.
just so we could talk. Okay, yeah, because I got to talk to you about other stuff too. I wanted to wait until I felt like a human being again,
Ah.
which I do now. But it's like I said, I still have the cough, and I'm still stuffy. But otherwise, I don't feel like hammered shit like I did yesterday. Oh, yesterday was terrible. It just kept getting worse. And then I was sitting here, we're doing the show, and I could just feel my stuff starting to heat up. I go, uh-oh. I said, I'm getting a fever. And yeah, I must have had it all night. It was horrible. Let's see. Karen says she has to alter. Oh, okay. Because Karen does it too. Yes, you have to alter the original footage if you want to show the clip and pause in every few seconds. Yeah, because that's what I did last time. I paused it a lot, ran our mouths a lot, and it
But you
still
didn't
said,
alter it Oh,
I didn't alter it though.
mhm.
Yes.
Add
So I'm gonna
something
have to
to
do.
it, kind of like, yeah.
Oh, it's not like I'm gonna steal their crap. We're just laughing at it. And I
Mm.
didn't want to show the cooking with candy stuff because that makes everybody sick.
Oh, music is another copyright killer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, I stay away from the
Absolutely.
music thing. Well, that's
Yeah.
why when I was playing the video clips of the people falling down in the snow, I didn't have the volume on
Yeah.
because I didn't know what kind of music they had, and I didn't want to get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. Macy says, "Ladies, it was lovely to see all you and share in the chat. I'm fading yet again. Oh, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming on and all of the great questions and all of that. You have a great night, Macy. Don't be a stranger. Stop by again. So yeah, it won't be monetized. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I ain't anywhere near that. Well, no, what am I at? How far am I now?
You're 412, so you have about what, 80,
80 something to go. That should take another year and a half. So
88? Yeah.
like I said, because I lost 2 the other day, and then I got them back today. And if I check in another couple of days, there'll be 2, 3 gone, and then I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know. Makes my head want to explode. Like I said, copyrights can be frustrating, especially when the content creator are wanting to point out things. Yeah, it's a big pain in the cheeks. So yeah, it's I've worked on this for 12 hours today, and I'm still going at it. I wanted to finish today, but it involves into a monster. Yeah, see,
Mm.
you guys do all this editing stuff. No, thank you. And I always get my chops broke, especially Bill. Oh, you need to edit this. And I'm not editing nothing. It's just I just don't want to, to be honest.
No, I end up just going live, and then I won't. Everybody will see it anyways.
Yeah, that's it. It just saves the ass sake. I don't have time for all that. You know,
Yeah.
you got Jeff who's up for days. Bill's on there. He's telling me, oh, I've been editing this for 3-4 days. Come on, man. And then what is it? A 20-minute video? And you lost like 4 days of your life? No way. And then you get pissed off because it only gets like 30 views. So yeah, it's just don't edit. Just put it out there. Be brave. Let's see. Cree said, Jeff, that's what's happening. Happens to me when I write. I think I'll finish it by next chapter, and then something happens and 5 more chapters follow. Yeah, but that's great. That's
Mhm.
great. I do that with certain things too. I'll say, oh, this is almost done. And like, oh, no, no. Actually, I do it with the magazine. Oh, wait, I can put this in. And I'll go. So I do that crap all the time too. Yeah. Excuse me. I can see that, Jeff. I don't. And also mentioning Bill, I agree. If I sat down and really got into it, I probably would love it. And then it would suck the life out of me because I'd be in front of the computer all the time. I don't want to fall into that trap. Because I do love creating things. I'm an artist. I love to do those things and put things together. And so once I get into the digital aspect of it and think, oh, I can do this and I can do that, and I get sucked in, and I'd be in big trouble. And I sit in front of this thing long enough. No, it's not. My husband wants the books out so we can earn money. I don't blame him, Cree, but tell him, hey, it takes time. Creation takes time.
Mhm.
Carla, Laura, you'll get there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And let's see. Justice Laura, I want to make a documentary, and I feel like making YouTube videos is getting my chops. Yeah, I get it because documentaries are hard. I mean, we all seen what Joe went through and Jimmy, and
Mhm.
it's years. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I want to put that kind of energy into something, but if that's something that you're striving for, then we got your back. Karen says, I put so much work into my episodes. Luckily, I enjoy making them because if it did it for all for views, well, I would, yeah, because it's hours. And Karen goes on beyond, above and beyond, because she'll research the background history of every little detail. So if that question comes up, she's got the answer. So it's it's a lot of work. Oh, 5-hour drive. Well, enjoy your visit with your grandkids, Pomp.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for hanging out with us. You guys, we're going to end it here because everybody's got an early morning in the morning because they got to work. And Susan has to be to work at 4:30 in the morning. So we don't want her falling asleep on the drive in.
Yeah.
That would just be really bad. So thanks for hanging out with us. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It wasn't, funny giggles like usual, but I think we had a really good conversation going.
Yeah, we did.
So
We did.
it was very enjoyable. Susan will be joining us again.
Yeah.
Because Carla can only do every other Sunday because of mom duty, which is cool.
Mhm.
So Susan will be back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So you guys, I love it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please remember to subscribe, share, hit the bell, comment, all that jazz. And if you want to support the channel, the link is at the top of the page. We really appreciate it. Until next time, my lovelies, we will see you in the Chick Chat. Guys, have a great night.
Bye.